Yeah, my landlord called to collect the rent, but I don't even fucking got it, man.
How are you surviving in this economy?
This economy sucks. I'm telling you, even people that have jobs, even people that have two incomes, finding it hard to make ends meet.
Being a stay-at-home wife or a stay-at-home mother really isn't safe either. Like, that's not a guarantee that you'll be safe or even taken care of by a man.
The strongest women are usually the ones struggling financially in silence.
I'm literally crashing out right now because we are in such a financial hole.
I don't know if some of these mechanics think some of us women got dumbass wrote on our forehead. But have you lost your mind?
The cost of living has just skyrocketed in the last 4 years, and I'm just done. I'm physically, mentally, and emotionally done right now. Like, I feel numb. Like, I don't feel like anything is real right now.
Split the bills, you split the rent, you split the cost of living, fine. But you're also the one doing most of the unpaid work. You're managing the mental load. You're remembering when the recycling needs to go out or whose birthday is coming up or what needs to be restocked.
Raise your hand if your paycheck already has somewhere to go before it even hits your account. It's like we're working overtime just to stay in the same place. Let's have an honest conversation. Check this out.
I don't know if some of these mechanics think some of us women got dumbass wrote on our forehead. But have you lost your mind? You're going to give me an estimate of $1,700. I asked you how much is the labor. You tell me 300. So guess what? You do the calculations of that. Y'all trying to tell me the part itself is about $1,400. And I'm looking at it online for about $100. Go to hell.
I'm literally crashing out right now because we are in such a financial hole. Like, it's crazy how hard we work and the things that we do. And we're in such a hole. And then I think about the people who aren't going to be able to eat come November 1st. Like, my family is struggling very much. And I'm having one of those days where I feel zero hope. And then I think about all of the families who are about to lose their access to food. I know that I come on here and I tell stories and I do my energy work and I believe in miracles and manifestation and all of that. And I'm also a human. And I'm grieving for the state of our country. And this is what I believe that alchemy looks like. It's not always going to be sunshines and rainbows and toxic positivity. Sometimes we have to grieve and release. And right now I'm grieving and I'm so mad. So call me crazy for getting online and crying. But if you are not mad, what are you? If you are not grieving, what are you? Like, we have to move through this feeling. I know we can't stay mad and we can't stay sad. Like, there's work to be done, but I have to give myself a freaking day because holy shit.
Yeah, my landlord called to collect the rent, but I don't even fucking got it, man. Why the fuck the first come so goddamn fast? I feel like it was just June 1st. Damn. And no, I ain't complaining about paying no bills. It's the money. I ain't making enough money. I feel like I work so much but don't get paid shit. And then why the fuck we gotta get paid every 2 weeks? Why we can't do 80 hours a goddamn 1 week? God damn, life is just working lifestyle is just unethical. Like you gotta work 80 hours just to get paid $1,300 just for them to take motherfucking money from your check for taxes and shit. Then when you want to fall off, it's a problem. They don't want you to take no breaks. They don't want you to call off of work, even if you got PTO. Over fucking work, under motherfucking paid. I'm sick of it.
Reason why your life is in shambles because the old identity causes the new one. And when you're trying to remain the same person, but also trying to upgrade your life, it is just not going to work. I guarantee you that God has given you the opportunities to the signs before it went to chaos, but you ignored them. So now you have to learn the hard way. And when you do learn the hard way, it hurts so painful. It hurts really bad to the point where you are going to make sure that you're never going to get back there again. You're going to go across people who treat you poorly because, just to be honest, the world does not respect broke women. I remember not being able to pay my rent 1 month. I remember not being able to pay my rent 1 month to where I had to go and ask. I had to go get help for assistance, rental assistance. And I will never forget how that woman treated me. Review process, and she told me, how are you going to be able to come up with the money? Like, she treated me so poorly. You would think that I was asking that the money was coming out of her check or coming out of her pocket. And from that day forward, I said, I vow to never allow myself to get to this point. For one, I don't like the way that people try to treat me. And two, we live in a capitalist society, and it does not matter whether you are working a 9 to 5 or you own a business. You are playing capitalism. For me, I just prefer to be the owner instead of making someone else rich. Why? Because if I have to play anyway, why don't I want to play at the highest level? To start retraining your mindset to think more, so then you would want more and then do more. For some reason, we think that we can just drag along our old identity to every stage of our life. I want you to think of it like this. As a toddler, you grew up and your shoe size changed, right? So why would you be trying to fit your toddler shoes at your big grown adult age? It does not make sense. They won't fit. You have outgrown this version of you, and it's time for you to let her go. And until you do, everything is going to remain the same. My name is Khadijah, by the way. I help women transform their life using digital assets and upgrading their mindsets. If you are someone who needs to change, I suggest you bookmark this video, give me a follow, and also make sure that you tune into my daily lives because you don't want to miss the gems that I drop on a daily basis.
Happy 4th of July, where no one is actually free in the United States. What's been taught to us as patriotism is actually nationalism. 1 in 3 women live in a state where they cannot access life-saving health care for their own bodies. Currently, people who identify as LGBTQ are 9 times more likely to be on the receiving end of a hate crime. Americans are 26 more times likely to be killed in a homicide by a gun than any other industrialized nation. Americans are prisoners to a healthcare system designed to benefit insurance companies rather than the patients who need medical care. We are not free when many states are banning books that teach our kids how to be decent human beings as they grow up. We're not free when we have 9 unelected people making decisions that affect us every single day, and we can't do a thing about it.
For those of you who believe that having a partner would actually ease your financial burden, let me show you what the data actually says. Most women in relationships are going 50-50, or they're the higher earner. And even when they're bringing in more money, they're still doing the majority of the domestic labor. So let's do the math on what that actually means for your financial future. Whatever your stance is on splitting the cost, the reality is life is expensive. So you split the bills, you split the rent, you split the cost of living, fine. But you're also the one doing most of the unpaid work. You're managing the mental load. You're remembering when the recycling needs to go out or whose birthday is coming up or what needs to be restocked. And when life happens, when kids come along or when elderly parents need care, you're the one taking the career break or going part-time. You're the one stepping back. And every time you do, you lose earnings, momentum, promotions, and pension contributions. So here's what nobody talks about, and that's the compounding effect, because you're earning the same or more, plus doing more unpaid work, plus taking career breaks that impact your long-term earnings, which means you're doing more total work and you're going to retire with less money. And that's just the reality of how things are currently structured. So why does this matter? Because you can't afford to earn like someone who has full-time support at home. AKA, you can't afford to work like a man. The traditional 40-hour work week model assumes someone else is handling everything else. And for most women, that's just not the case. So working in the same way, the same hours, the same structure, the same career model means you're doing more total work for potentially less financial outcome. And that's why flexible work that earns you more money in fewer hours is not just work-life balance. It's actually a necessity. You actually need to figure out high value income that doesn't require you to be present 40 hours a week to be taken seriously, like consulting that pays premium rates for your expertise, or fractional roles you can structure around your life, not the other way around. Income streams that don't collapse when you need to step back for caregiving, because this isn't a nice to have. This is like really important, because statistically, you're more likely to need this flexibility, and you can't afford that flexibility to mean less money. But here's where most women get stuck, because they know that they need flexibility and higher earnings, but they have no idea what they could actually monetize or what actually pays well and gives them more control, because we spent our whole careers packaging our skills for traditional employment. So you can't actually see how that would translate into a high value consulting or fractional role, or even productized services. You think, oh, I'm just good at project management, or I just understand operations. And you don't realize that that just is worth a 1.5 or 2K retainer every month. And that's exactly why I'm building the skills to income tool, because it maps out what you already do, the stuff you think is just your job, and shows you how it becomes a high value, flexible income stream. Not side income that barely covers the bills, real money that gives you room to breathe when life requires flexibility. Because the facts are, women statistically face more career interruptions and do more unpaid labor. You can't change those stats overnight, but you can change how you earn so that the realities don't financially destroy you. So if you're ready to see what you can monetize for premium rates and flexibility, sign up to my link in bio to become a free tester for my skills to income tool. This won't be available for long, because I will hard launch this as a paid product, so get in while you can.
I want to remind you, first and foremost, before I get into what I got to say. One, stay out of Target. And if you are going in there, essentials only. And there are black owned brands in there, so buy black owned brands. Two, Walmart too. Okay? But this video is about the extreme, extreme cost of living that is squeezing everybody. Either you are the working poor or you're rich. There's no in between. There's no middle, quote unquote, middle class. We are the working poor, and we are being squeezed to death by this government, and everybody is suffering. Everybody is suffering, and it's only going to get worse. When I turned 18 years old and to go out into the world and go off to college and all that jazz, my one bedroom apartment was $625. Two was $725. On the upper scale, it was about $800. That's one with a pool in it or outside. $800 at the most. People are currently paying $225 for a two bedroom now. That the amount it has gone on is ridiculous. People is spending more than 50% of their pay on their rent alone. That's not counting utilities. That's not counting food. That's not counting car notes and gas, which is out of control at this point. People are not making it 2 days on a full tank of gas no more. When does it stop? You can only cut out so much. You can only squeeze us so tight. It's going to bust. What is the end goal here? Is my question. And to the people that actually have the power to do something, what are y'all going to do? When is enough enough? because you're being harmed and hurt as well as everybody else. Where does it end?
How are y'all surviving how expensive life is right now? Like, no joke. I feel like I'm always constantly thinking about how I'm drowning in debt. And like, my rent is closer to $3,000 than it is to wait, I can't even say it. It's closer to $3,000 than it is to $2,000. Like, literally, I would have to round it. And y'all, my credit score right now is making me ill. On top of that, my husband is the only one working. He travels for work. Everything just be on him, which is stressful as fuck. What kind of jobs do autism parents have? Like, what kind of jobs work with therapy schedules? Like, where are the remote jobs? Like, I don't know. And then I'm pregnant. I don't know what the hell to do. Like, life just sucks. Like, life sucks.
I didn't realize so many women were struggling financially and silent. The comments on my last video broke my heart because so many women said that they feel like they cannot ask anyone for help. So many women said they're carrying everybody and everything alone. They're paying their bills, trying to keep it together, and nobody knows that they're struggling. And I felt that. Sis, if that's you, you are not alone. But we have to stop normalizing survival mode. Follow me for real conversations about healing, financial freedom, and rebuilding your life one step at a time.
You wanna know why? You wanna know why? Because why the fuck does I have to strategize to fucking live? And I work. I've been working since I was 15. Always maintain some type of fucking income, if not multiple streams of fucking income. But let me help y'all understand what I mean by strategizing just to fucking live, right? For every $20 I make in Uber, I'm only really getting $10 of that, right? I am currently hungry as fuck. I haven't ate shit all day and it's 4:52 and I'm on fucking medicine. I only have like 10, $12 to my fucking name, 15 if you count change. Oh, with the 12 to $15 that I got, I need to save at least 5 for gas. Try to be funny up in these motherfucking comments because the only reason I'm on medication because I got 2 points. I'm currently doing Uber Eats and they pay so fucking slow. Why? And this is what it's giving me. Like this is the shit that you know you're complaining about that y'all pay all this money on, and this is what the fuck we're getting. That's a 20-minute ride, almost 9 miles, and they only pay $4.25. But that's a video for another day. So anyway, I have to save at least 5 for gas. So that means I would have like $7 extra. So this is the math that I'm thinking. I'm gonna put $7 in my tank for gas, right? I'm gonna use the $5 to get something to eat. Cause I know that's the bill that I have for a fact. Right now, if the change, it comes extra, that's taxes. You know what I'm saying? But then that way, I could put $7 in a tank and I have $5 to eat. And hopefully somebody buy my food, because sometimes that happens too. This is why I'm so upset with McDonald's, because McDonald's used to always fucking come through. But then they want to fucking, why y'all gotta sell us fucking people? I'm tired of fucking Wendy's. I'm tired of fucking Burger King. Right now, I really could go for a protein smoothie. But that's $10. I can afford that right now. So I fries and a smoothie. Somewhere we just have to do for right now. And this is America's reality. This is America's fucking reality. You know, and it's, oh, just find a fucking job. Bitch, I've been applying. I've been applying for fucking months. I have 2 fucking degrees and I still cannot find a fucking job. I am currently an assistant manager at Taco Bell, and that shit pays $14 a fucking hour. And I don't, it don't even make sense. I'm part-time. I get like 20 hours. I can't do all that fucking work. But apparently I'm not severe enough for fucking Social Security. You know what? Fucking America. Part that pisses me off is I can't even get properly diagnosed because motherfuckers don't want to take the broke insurance. Like, bitch, you still getting fucking paid.
The strongest women are usually the ones struggling financially in silence. Yep, I said it. The women who never ask for help, the women who always figure it out, the woman that everybody depends on, but she can't depend on anyone. Those are usually the women struggling the most behind closed doors because they don't want to burden anyone. They don't want anybody feeling sorry for them, so they keep carrying it. But girl, carrying everything by yourself isn't strength. That's survival mode. Real strength is getting support. Real strength is asking questions. And real strength is learning new skills. And real strength is deciding that your future deserves better than your past. Tag a woman who needs this reminder today.
Okay, I got a serious question for all my girlies who are making less than 10K a month. How are you surviving in this economy? Like, I know you're getting your nails done. I know you're getting your hair done. I know you're getting your toes done. I know you're buying makeup. I know you're buying skin product. How are you guys surviving? Because I feel like I got to keep making more money. Like, I hit 15K months. I'm like, that ain't enough. Then I hit 20K months. I'm like, that ain't enough. Like, what? What? And also, if you're a baddie and you're a girl, you should be in sales already if you're not making 10K a month. Because there's no reason you shouldn't be in sales, because I can guarantee you, you will be making 10K a month. Because people like talking to women. Women are better at understanding people. Women are better at connecting with people, which is what sales is. So, like, we should all be making 10K minimum. Probably more, because I know being a girl is expensive. Like, huh? It doesn't make sense. The math isn't mathing.
I don't think women realize how amazing it is to be single and to live on your own and to pay all your bills in this economy. Like, seriously. Like, that's a huge accomplishment. I had a friend of mine, one of my close friends, post that she was proud of herself because she's living alone in Chicago. Period, girl. I love that for you because you know what? We don't need these men. So then that just gives you even more leverage, right? To keep your standards high because you're just like, I do everything for myself anyway. What do I need you for? If you're not adding value to my life, what are you doing here? But for all the women that are out here paying their own bills and living in this economy alone, you should be extremely, extremely, extremely proud of yourself.
Honestly, the difference between someone who is financially responsible and really good with their money and someone who struggles with their money and is in debt and it isn't because of numbers or intelligence. It's really down to they can emotionally regulate better than you can. A lot of us live in fight or flight, but the people that are making money moves and are building wealth just do a better job of emotionally regulating without impulse spending and overspending. And the people that are struggling with their finances and struggling with debt and overspending, they can't regulate their emotions without using spending as a way to cope. So that is your wealth cheat code, is learning to regulate your emotions and your nervous system without turning towards spending money as a solution all the time. For more financial content related to your nervous system and you being a human, make sure to hit that follow button to join my money coaching community.
Y'all, I get so tired of seeing single women, single mothers struggling financially. If this is you, listen up or save it for later. You're already managing everything, your home, your children's responsibilities, and you're doing it alone. Every family, I don't care if you're single or married, you deserve to be taught the tools to break the cycle of debt. Financial literacy equals freedom. You deserve to stop stressing about debt. You deserve to stop living check to check. You deserve to know where your money is going and start to make your money work for you. I understand where you are mentally and physically because I've already been there. That was me for years, all through my 20s and my 30s. Over $50,000 in debt, single woman, single mother. I was married for like 2 years out of the last 30 years. So that tells you I've been doing this for a long time on my own. And then one day I realized, you know what? The choice is mine. Financial freedom is in my hands. My future is in my hands. It's about making a decision to do better. So from 2016 to 2021, my life looked like discipline, obedience to God with my money, obedience to myself with my money, which means stop spending it all, in a complete mindset shift. You got to think differently. If your mind changes, your money will change. I started living below my means, which means stop spending money on dumb stuff. I paid off my debt. I stopped fearing money. I started saving money. And then from there, I started investing money.
And fast forward to 2026 now, this is year 5 of being retired. This is year 5 of no bad debt. This is year 5 of no financial lack. This is year 5 of me waking up doing whatever I want to do. And your goal may not be retirement, and that's okay. The key is freedom and literacy. It's about choice to leave a job when things get rough, choice to leave a supervisor, because we all know we don't leave jobs, we leave people. Choice to leave whatever is draining you, choice to live life on purpose, choice to take care of family members when they need you. And I guarantee you it's going to happen.
If it's one thing TikTok has opened my eyes to, it's that being a stay-at-home wife or a stay-at-home mother really isn't safe either. Like, that's not a guarantee that you'll be safe or even taken care of by a man. I've seen enough women admit that they're being financially abused, like outside of their husband literally giving them money. They don't have anything. They don't have a savings. They don't have any fallback. And the man they're with has bad character, so he plays on the fact that she can't go nowhere. He plays on the fact that, she has his kids. And again, this is not every man, but it's enough to the point where we as women have to be safe. We have to know at the very least that his character is good. That's not to say it can't change. That's not to say men don't wake up and feel like, oh, you know what, I want a new life. But like, for so many years and centuries, we've praised and put men on pedestals who financially take care of their family or who make a woman a stay-at-home whatever, not realizing what actually goes on behind the scenes. Like, if y'all only knew how many women are trying to escape that situation, again, not all, but it's enough to know that this is not like these aren't fail-proof dynamics. Like, you shouldn't be basing your whole life and your retirement on if a man is going to take care of you your entire life or your entire marriage. Like, that's just no.
I'm sorry, but when it costs $100 to fill up your gas tank and it costs $50 from Walmart to get enough groceries to feed a family of 4 for one night, and you lay awake at night stressing on which bills you can pay this pay period and which bills are safe to put off until next month, or can you pay half, it's time to do something about it. I'm sorry, but this economy is bad, and if you're hurting, you're looking for extra grocery money, you're looking for a little money to save up to go on vacation, you're trying not to stress over the gas in this economy, okay? We need to chat. Okay, there is a digital era. Okay, there's things that will teach you exactly how to monetize the phone you're scrolling on. Etsy, Pinterest, Amazon reviews, letter writing to casinos. There's all kinds of different ways. And if you're interested in learning one of them, drop info below and I'll send you what I'm using to monetize from my phone every day.
If you're a woman living in Nova Scotia, how are you affording life right now? Groceries have skyrocketed, gas has skyrocketed, everything has skyrocketed. Wages haven't caught up yet. Somehow we're supposed to continue to manage. I don't know a single woman who isn't stressed about money right now these days. I talk to women every day who are working full time, but still barely able to keep their head above water. What is your highest expense? Is it your rent? Is it your groceries? Is it your utilities? Let me know.
I'm learning so much about myself that I didn't even realize before that I live for people's validation. Doing therapy and doing this self searching, like, I'm learning me in ways I've never known myself before. It's so beautiful. I don't care what nobody feel about me, what nobody think about me. I gotta prove you two people. That's my daughter and that's the Lord of above. And I know I'm changing because one of my girls was like, oh my God, I got a 3-day notice on my door. And I hate when they put it on my door because somebody gonna think this, that, and the third. We gotta stop caring what people think. Because how you know they ain't have a 3-day notice on their door but came home before you and was able to take theirs off their door? I don't care if I have a 3-day notice on my door. Am I still living in my place? Yes. Your pay period could be knocked off. Your paycheck could have been delayed. Anything. But you're thinking that, oh, they gonna think, oh, I ain't got the money. Talk about me. Who cares? They probably ain't got the money. They probably went through community action. We gotta stop people pleasing and looking for validation from people because these people are out here lost. Look like they got it together, but they really don't. My shit don't be together all the time, but I make it look good. Who you know putting all their bad shit on the forefront? Putting on the forefront, oh, they only got $10 to their name. Nobody. When we all step out, we all look put together, hair did, makeup did, rhyme nice, uploading everything in its best state. That's what we're gonna do.
This economy sucks. I'm telling you, even people that have jobs, even people that have two incomes, finding it hard to make ends meet nowadays. How about the people that are already on Social Security and retired? We all know that Social Security isn't paying them what they need. How are they surviving? For years, you've seen older people working in Walmart and Target. Why? Because Social Security just doesn't pay enough. I've watched my parents work hard their whole life just to, in retirement, be just able to make it, like never any extra money. They had so many plans to go out and travel and see the world together, and they just weren't able to do it because the money is just not there. I knew I never wanted to be like that. I wanted to make sure that, in retirement, that I was still going to be able to have a good life. And I was thinking, I mean, when you're young, you think, oh, I'm putting into my 401k. I've got a great retirement. Things are going to be great for me. You're going to have a big lesson when you come to find out how much you're actually going to make in retirement, because it's pretty much cut by 40%. And I just found that out recently. And I'm not willing to settle for that. I mean, if I can't make it now, how am I going to make it in retirement? And I'm sorry, I'm not going to take the other choice of working another 10 years. You see, when my mom passed away in 2020, I learned a valuable lesson. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. We never know what's going to happen. And I've worked almost 40 years of my life, and it's time for me to enjoy my life. I mean, come on. We've worked all this time to just work until we die? No, when do we get to enjoy life? So that's why I started going out trying to find a better way. I knew I didn't want to go out and get another part-time job to where I'm taking more time away from my home. I'm already exhausted after work, and I'm going to have to go out and make a few measly bucks doing something else. I'm not going to even be able to work as many hours to make enough to really make an impact. So I went looking for a different way. And that's when I came across digital marketing, where you can purchase digital products that are already done for you. You don't have to make them up, which was great for me because I'm not tech savvy whatsoever. And you can resell them. You get the resale rights where you can earn 100% of the profits, because with the resale rights, it means that you now own that product and you can sell it over and over again. And with these blueprints that I found, it teaches you, it's everything's already set up for you. So you have a website, you have an automated system that's already set up for you. You don't have to do any of that. And they teach you exactly everything that you need to know to start promoting your products and how to earn daily paying income. They teach you exactly what you need to do within a 2-hour workday. That's it. And then our daily pay community teaches you even more on how to make content. If you're not comfortable making, videos like I'm talking to you right now, they teach you how to do what they call picture videos or faceless videos, that are very effective for people that aren't, some people in our community have jobs where they're not allowed to be seen on social media. So that's the way that they do it. And they're having a lot of success with it. So it's a different world, and to me, it's working a lot smarter than it is harder. And it's making me more money than I would be making if I was out there after work shoveling hamburgers for, a couple hours and coming home exhausted and going to work the next day exhausted and coming home exhausted and doing the same thing over and over again. So if you're looking to make some extra money, or you want to, supplement your income and get ready for retirement and start saving, um, this would be something that might interest you. So if you're ready, go ahead and put more in the comments, and I would love to share this with you. All right, you guys, take care. I'll talk to you soon.
So I want to know how many of you guys are struggling right now. Like, financially specifically. Like, I know that the cost of everything has gone up dramatically in the last 4 years. Like, it's hard to even survive off of 2 incomes anymore. And yeah, I know, like, I might be in debt, but the cost of living has just skyrocketed in the last 4 years, and I'm just done. I'm physically, mentally, and emotionally done right now. Like, I feel numb. Like, I don't feel like anything is real right now. I mean, my husband, he works part-time and makes more than me, and I work full-time. Yes, he gets paid more than I do, but after taxes, everything's just, I don't even know anymore. How many of you guys are struggling? Not to mention pay. The paychecks are just, I don't even know. Like, no wonder why nobody really wants to work anymore. It's, you don't get paid what you're worth. We're just being fed breadcrumbs at this point. We're given breadcrumbs like, here you go. There's a little bit of table scraps for you. You know what I mean? It's terrible. Life's not supposed to be like this. But, you know, there are other countries thriving right now, financially speaking. But America is just going downhill, for sure. Sorry for such a long video, but we're not meant to work 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And to be paid so little of your time. I've seen jobs on Indeed that paid, like, still we're paying $12 an hour. Nobody can live off of $12 an hour. I mean, I understand if you're retired and you wanted a job, like, just to, you know, say, hey, I got some extra money. $12 an hour is not enough for anybody, let alone $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20 an hour isn't even enough to sustain yourself, to raise a family, to do anything. Like, I don't know, I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. And I feel like I'm barely getting by. And I know that I'm not the only one out there that feels that way. And a lot of people are being called lazy. It's not that people are being lazy, it's just they are done. They are tired of this system that we are in. They are not being paid enough. They're not being paid to live, they're being paid to survive. And honestly, like, who wants to live like that? Like, I don't want to live like this anymore. That's why a lot of people are moving out of this country. And I know, like, people will say, well, then leave. They make it hard to leave too. They put you into so much debt because you think that you can make this extra money somehow by getting all these credit cards and these loans. Then you have to pay those things back. But then I'm pretty sure that these taxes that we're paying are us paying the government's debt. I don't know. I'm just tired, sick and tired of it. Like, I want to live. I want to travel. I want to be able to have more time for family than time's going by fast. See, so time's going by fast and we are working 8 hours, sometimes 10, 12 hours, 16 hours a day. And that time's going by quickly and you don't have time to do anything when you get off work because you're exhausted. You're too tired to do anything fun or whatever. Like, you only have time to eat, sleep, work, repeat. So, my heart goes out to all of us going through this mental abuse from the government. So, yeah. It's a struggle. The struggle is real. That's why everybody's so depressed anymore, stressed, and in a hurry. Everybody's in a hurry, too. I know this is such a long video, but honestly, I don't care. I don't even care if you watch. I don't even care if anybody sees this or not, or even sits through the whole thing. But let me know if you guys are going through the same thing. So, I will cut this video right there. I'm not going to make it any longer than it needs to be. So, hope everybody has a good day, even though they have to work their life away. So, have a good day.
Whether you agree or disagree, I want to hear your perspective. These conversations matter because real people are living through this every single day. I'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell for upcoming videos. Happy every day.